Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to A Rush to Judgment with Jessica and I'm Jessica. How are we doing tonight? Today, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is that you are coming from. How is it? How are we doing? Are we doing okay? Are we doing doing good? Doing all right. It's been a day. Kids summer or summer. It's -3 degrees outside and it's not summer. Kids winter break started today officially, so they are home in full force. So that's fun. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing well, and if it is your winter break, I hope you guys are doing well and everybody is having the best time. And everybody is getting ready for Christmas, and hopefully everybody is getting set up for Christmas and ready, because that's a trip. And if you're traveling this year, I hope everybody has safe travels. We had a small blizzard today, so that was fun. It's just super, super cold. I know it's colder other places, but it's super, super cold here. So yeah. But if you are new here, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad to see you. If you are new here, oh wait, no, if you're returning, happy to see you again. I'm glad you're back. So what we're doing today is, because we finished our trial that we were working on with the Nicole Nachman trial, what we have now is a more current case. It is the Courtney Clenney, the OnlyFans murder. She is being charged with, I don't really know. I think second-degree murder. I had it written down somewhere. I had my notes, y'all. I was prepared. But I don't know what happened to him. I think it's either first or second-degree murder. Her defense is obviously, I think she was going for self-defense. She threw the knife at her boyfriend and somehow, she threw it from about 10 feet away, and she claims that it hit him just perfectly and impaled him so perfectly that it was a fatal wound. So, but she had a bond hearing most recently. It was super long, and it was more of the legal stuff that I don't quite understand. So I watched that with some legal people, and I decided that I wasn't going to cover that just because I don't really know all the legal mumbo jumbo, and I, quite frankly, didn't want to sit through all of that. But I like interrogations. I like to watch people be interrogated and asked questions. So they have her interrogation up and available to watch. So it is significantly long. I'll probably break it up into two, depending on but I'm sure there's some dead zones in here. So depending on what is fast forwarded through and what's not, it might just be one, but we shall see. But again, I am not a legal expert, nor do I specialize in any of this area of expertise. I'm not. I do have a college degree in criminal justice, if that counts for anything. But this commentary is strictly for entertainment purposes. And maybe if you learn something, that's great too. We can learn together. But feel free to let me know in the comments how you feel and what you think. And like and subscribe as well. So, let's, because I knew I was getting ready to do this, and I've had it set up multiple different times, but I've been doing different things all day. Y'all know, if you've been here before and watched anything, my setup changes pretty frequently as far as like what's here and what's there and this and that. But what you don't see is what's back here. I mean, you can see in the mirror back there, but you don't really see. So I got a different monitor. And so I've been trying to set up and run wires and do things. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And it took me a long time to get the camera and the monitor and things to a position that I prefer. My skin is itchy. So it's so cold and my skin is dry. But yeah. So I think it's back to where I prefer it, but we shall see. So let's get into the interrogation of this individual. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, definitely subscribe, definitely like, and also please share your comments, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, put your 2 cents in. It's always appreciated. All right, let's get her going and going and going. Whoa. If we got some closed captioning, that's always fun. I don't know why I don't have the option to just do the 10-second skip here. If somebody could help me out with that, that would be great. I have it on my phone. I don't have it on my desktop. Here we go. They asked her if she wanted some water or anything.
I'm assuming I'm the blue chair.
Yes, please. Would you do this for me so I can take that off?
There's like a paper towel or tissue or anything.
Yeah, okay. We have it.
I've been crying a lot. Thank you.
So they brought her straight in from the scene. But she saw the camera, cue the works, the water works.
Can I use this in the meantime?
Okay.
And, you bring me the water right now, okay?
Thank you.
Wait, once close this, okay?
Is somebody coming?
Yeah, he's coming right now.
Please, God, please, God, just let me. My dog, please. God, Christian, you okay?
She said Christian, not president.
I don't care.
But she said her dogs first. Get in there now. Get another paper towel. Okay, stop picking in your nose. She's gonna get irritated having to sit there. She's not used to somebody making her wait. How much you want to bet? I don't know about you, but if I've been crying all day, I'm gonna need more than one tissue. I can't hear you. She said Christian again, not regression. She's praying. That's all I can get. Please protect Christian. Oh, and protect my dogs. What'd you kiss your hands for? That's weird. So she was sitting there the whole time. And she's covered in his blood. I can't see it from here, really. But I can't imagine they let her clean it off. I don't know, though. She was sitting in a pool of blood and covered in blood. Blow it out, sister.
Somebody can come in.
Yeah, we're gonna start talking soon now. Just getting everything set up.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, I'm just like, I just cannot believe the way my day went.
Yeah, okay. can
It's
imagine.
way worse. I just really want to get to the hospital.
Yeah. We'll talk to you
Like
now.
I desperately want to get to the hospital.
Right. I mean, either way, so you don't rush. You still wouldn't be able to see him at this point, obviously.
You said what?
You wouldn't be able to see him at this point, so
Why?
that way you don't have to. You're still working. You're still taking care of him. It's a process. So they don't
I
let
just want to
anyone
be
in.
there
Yeah.
when I can.
So yeah, once we'll talk about we'll talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Thanks.
You stabbed him. Even if it was in self-defense. They're gonna make her sit there for another 10 minutes by herself. I don't mean to be, but I can't believe how my day went. I don't know if that's true.
Working on him.
I don't remember.
Working.
Oh, Jesus.
Please, God, don't take Christian completely away from me.
Completely away from me. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you stabbed him.
We're not going to work out with God. Let me talk to him again. Let us both tell each other that we're sorry.
Oh, fix your hair. Fix your hair. Look pretty. Look pretty. So he was taken to the hospital where he later died. Ugh. So apparently mom took pictures of her shortly after this incident to show that she had bruises and whatnot and said that she was a victim of domestic violence to help in her case. But y'all know you can still get bruises from like being held back, right? Like if Christian was defending himself and trying to hold her back from him, like you see in the elevator video, she can still get bruises from that. And these little bitty bruises on her arm. Come on now. And she wanted to file the restraining order, which we know she wanted to file a restraining order because they both lived in the apartment and she wanted to do it before him because they both lived in the apartment. And if she filed it first, he would have to find somewhere to go instead of her having to find somewhere to go. She just didn't want to get kicked out of her house. Getting tired of sitting there, Courtney? Oh, you got a few more minutes. I can't hear you. Speak up. My nose itches. Huh? Oh, stop it. It's a lot of dead air. They're just making her sweat. They're almost there. They're coming. I wanna skip ahead because they'll come and it'll be a whole thing and then I'll have to rewind and it'll be broken and jeez. Why you keep looking at your boobies? They look good. Good on ya. Like, how did just sit there and You're in the blood of the man you just stabbed violently. That's crazy. He has a man
My
bun.
apologies for being absolutely fucking covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand.
Mm.
All right.
She said, "My
Exactly.
apologies for being absolutely fucking covered in blood." Excuse me, what? Ma'am. You're awful. You're an awful
You can't control
human.
it. Okay. So you don't have to apologize for anything. All right.
What's your name?
I'm Detective Brasino. Okay, and this is my partner Sergeant Rodriguez. Okay. Today's Sunday, April 3, and the time is 7:36 p.m. All right. What's your first name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Can you spell it for me, please?
COURTNEY.
Okay. And your last name?
Clenney. CLENNEY.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
4/21/96.
When is your birthday? 19.
It's men. Oh, really? When is your birthday?
The 13th.
My boyfriend's just the 12th.
Oh, really?
He turns 28.
Super
12th.
close. This is in a
Assuming
row.
that he.
Well, he's still in the hospital right now, so okay.
Mm.
Just take a breather, okay? I know this must be very rough for you right now.
No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, I did not how I expected to spend it. Sorry.
Really?
That's not what we're talking about. You asked me my birthday. Okay, what's the next question?
Okay. Are you currently living there?
Yes.
Yeah. The address is 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what apartment was it?
2201.
2201. How long have you guys been living there?
Since the first or second week of January.
Okay. This year.
Mm-hmm.
2022.
Yeah, we moved here January this year together from Boston.
From Boston?
From Boston.
From Boston. Oh, okay. When did you guys come to Miami from Boston?
We visited last year in March, and we loved it. And we travel all the time together. We like the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to live here. So he was like, he wanted to move to London. I wanted to move here. And I said, maybe we should start in the U.S.
Yeah.
And he was like, that, and we did it. So.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
About 2
A
years.
year and a half to 2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him.
No, he's not okay. He's dead. You killed him.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that.
He's
So I
dead.
don't know yet.
You
I'm
killed him.
waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank
Okay.
God.
So
That's all I need.
we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
And once we're done, I'll go talk to them again and see what's the update. Okay. All right. So you said 1.5 years to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said that today you guys were supposed to go.
So I just looked up this apartment on Zillow. Or their condo.
We were.
This shit is nice.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Yeah. We had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then start into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just.
You think so?
Know exactly what might happen. But Yeah, we
So
were
three
right
bedroom.
before anything happened.
I
We were
wonder
going
what,
to
I forget what number she said.
walk the dogs down to the park over by like the Paramount, which has
But these
like
condos
the
range from
well and
$7,500 a
basketball court and
month
all that. We're gonna
to
walk over
like
there and
$35,000 a
and
month.
play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go
Holy
How old are your
shit!
dogs?
to the movie, or to go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old.
8 years old. Oh, okay. Both of them?
Yes.
Oh. You've had them all 8 years since they were babies.
Yes.
What breed are they?
Many.
Mini Aussies. I love those. Super smart.
Yeah.
She loves her dogs.
You guys lived in Austin before here, right? Between the first and second week of January, you guys moved to Miami. You guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or did you move somewhere else between Austin and Miami, or you went straight to Miami?
We took the U-Haul from Austin to Miami. Took us like 2 days. I didn't drive one bit, and he went the whole way. So it was like a day and a half. 2 days. No, we just stopped a bunch of places on the way.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mm-hmm.
We're here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma they may still be in Nigeria, because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
He has a brother that lives in I think Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number, or?
None of theirs, no.
No?
No.
You have it on your phone?
Nobody knows
On
phone
your
numbers.
phone?
I think
And
that I would have his mom on my phone for sure, and then maybe his grandma.
What's his mom's name?
You know, he told me. I think I'm terrible. I really
Yeah.
no, you just don't pay attention.
And I met her multiple times. I've been to her house, and I still couldn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
I think 4 times.
So I'm pretty sure it's spread apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to like remember somebody's name that easy. I'm really bad at remembering names too. So again. How about his brother? You know his brother's name? Or?
No, he's not. He's a detective. No. He's lying.
He is very like not, I guess, like too thorough with talking about. I mean, that's not really probably like the word, but not like too thorough. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once he told me like they're just like talking to him. Okay, so I can talk to him. They're like, he's not really like that thorough or something. He doesn't really talk as much about his family as I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay. Where's your family at?
In Austin.
You're all in Austin?
No, he probably does, and you just don't listen.
Family, small family.
I am the most. I'm the closest with my immediate family. My mom, my dad, and my little sister.
Okay.
So not really that big of a family.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Deborah. And your dad's?
Kim.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
What are their last names?
Clenney.
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 And your sister?
Morgan.
Say the last name. You ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on. But when you take a break, you let me know, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely. Okay, so do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media apps?
Instagram, OnlyFans.
Okay.
She's OnlyFans. She gets
What's
naked
It pays
for
the
money.
bills.
What's your Instagram?
Courtney Taylor.
Huh?
Courtney Taylor. Taylor spelled Taillor.
TALLOR.
Illor. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna see your boobies.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and does crypto.
Yeah, so he's pretty good with numbers and all of that. Yeah. And he's done that for.
She doesn't know.
Him, or?
I mean, as far as I know, he's done it since he was 19, and he's 27.
Okay.
So he's pretty damn good at it. That's, I guess, compared to other people that do it.
Yeah. And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London? Or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah, we were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. This golden retriever, we're gonna name Mello. So we're gonna get a house. So we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
Okay.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it.
Yeah.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we
Ma'am,
go
you will
into
not.
like the details of what happened today? Okay, I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. It's just normal process for everybody, with victims, witnesses, everybody. Okay, so.
So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh,
The victim.
they haven't told me his name
I
yet.
don't know if I'm the victim. He's definitely the victim. What'd you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused. I was the one that went to the scene.
I just assume everybody knows everything.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, that's okay. Not always.
He's the
I'm
victim.
really get a chance to talk to him.
We'll see once.
What did she say?
See once
Did she
everything-
say
once we're
I'm
done
the
with
victim, but
everything. Talking.
We were gonna move into a house in Santa Monica Community College.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is an investigation into.
See,
What do we call it? A domestic.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that.
oh my god, dog.
Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it.
Yeah.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we go into like the details of what happened today? Okay, I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. It's just normal process for everybody, with victims, witnesses, everybody. Okay, so.
So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's this? Oh,
I'm
The
the
victim.
yeah, they haven't told me his
Or
name
I
yet.
don't know if I'm the victim.
No.
He's definitely the victim. What'd you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused. I was the one that went to the scene.
I'm the victim, but he's
I just
definitely
assume
the
everybody knows everything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, not always.
Will I get a chance to talk to him?
We'll see once.
No,
We'll see once.
because
once
he's
everything-
dead.
Once we're done with everything, the talking and with the scene and seeing what's the update with him, and then we'll definitely get you an answer later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is an investigation into, what do we call it, a domestic dispute, which occurred at 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue, apartment 2201. In reference to case number, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's gonna be 22-0403-00-23743.
The City of Miami Police Incident Number. Okay. This statement is being taken in the City of Miami Police Department, the investigation office, which is located at 400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Miami-Dade County, Florida. Okay. Okay. Do you raise your hand, your right hand? Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Real quick, have you taken any alcohol or medication or narcotics today?
Yes.
No.
No.
I have just like medicine, but nothing that was mind altering.
Oh, okay. Like what?
I actually don't know what it's called. It's a new medication just for.
What's the medication for? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, they don't want to
What is
tell
your
you?
level of education? Is it the last grade or did you graduate?
From college.
From college? Okay. What college was that?
Okay, so they don't have 22, 21
Santa Monica Community College.
on here.
How long of school did you do there? Approximately.
It's
Yeah,
like
22.
at each one. Well, ACC about a year and a half, I think. Santa Monica, I guess.
Hold on.
I'm not sure too.
Okay.
That was never for me.
Okay. Do you have you been diagnosed with any mental disability or anything like that? No? Okay. All right, I'm gonna move over to this one. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or for advice before we ask any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would I be able to talk to my father?
Huh?
Because he's pretty much acts as my attorney with, like,
Is
I
he
mean,
an
not like for
attorney?
stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of situation.
Is he an attorney?
No. He's just.
Well, we'll give you a chance.
Wouldn't know what to do.
We'll give you a chance to talk to your father later. Okay.
I mean, before I I just feel like I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine, and I will be fine. Tell me there's no need, but I just would like to talk to something.
No worries. I'm gonna be able to give you some time to talk to your dad or with anybody that you need to talk to. Okay.
And I want to go. I want to go home and see my dogs, and I want to go to the hospital. Will I be able to do that tonight?
We took care of the dogs. We found someone. I believe your mom mentioned that's taken care of them before when you traveled. So
Love and thoughts. Yeah.
yeah, so we got able to get a hold of them, and they're actually gonna be taken over there. Just so you know, so they're taken care of. They're in good hands. They're probably actually already there now. Okay, so we took care of those. So I know they were seeing or going back and forth. We seemed a little, I know how dogs are. We're all dog lovers here. All three of us, we also have dogs. So that's like family, and we took care of them. Just so you know.
Yeah, the female officer that was over there was talking to my mom and trying to get the food. So thank God.
So they're in good hands.
Thank you. I want to talk to my mom for an hour on the phone, and I want to go sit at the hospital. Am I going to be able to do that?
So far right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything. Because remember, this just happened, so I can't really give you a straight answer. If I do, I would be lying to you, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to you.
Okay.
Okay. Just as well as I don't want you to lie to me. I don't want to lie to you. We want to be able to understand everything that went down today. Okay, as truthful as we can be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
Yeah. If I don't, what happens? Yeah.
It's your choice. It's your right. But at the end of the day, we just want to figure out what happened. Okay. We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred, so we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, we weren't there. You were, so there's no better person to tell than you.
And it took so long for I don't know what I honestly, it was such a blur. I was on the phone with my mom. I don't know.
For me right over here.
Yeah, you can reread it. Take your time, reread it again.
This is why I would like to call my dad and say,
And no, they don't want to know your side of the story to be friends with you.
Very serious. This is I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to please not fucking give up on me. Man, this shit is fucking serious. So I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but I just would like to. Can I just talk to? I have this happened, and I was.
Why would you not necessarily?
The whole situation happened, and I haven't talked to anybody who means anything.
No, I understand. Okay,
well, you know what? What?
No, just.
I've never been in this kind of situation.
You can talk to him later.
But before I talk to you guys, why can't I talk to him beforehand?
Well, because I would like to understand what's going on.
I know, but if I say, hey, is it cool if I sign a constitutional rights waiver when my boyfriend has
not a lawyer.
You can talk to a lawyer.
If you're an adult, if you were a minor,
he would be the one who would. He handles my lawyer too.
It doesn't matter. You can't talk to your daddy, ma'am.
To your father. But you're over 18, so.
I don't feel like it. I mean, when it comes to my parents.
Yeah, I get you. I feel the same way with my parents. I still go to them too.
You don't get to call your daddy. Phone a friend.
In the past.
Okay. My dad handles I am so freaking out right now a little bit. I wanted to go to the hospital and I want to just call my fucking mom.
Well, too bad.
And I know that I do not get that, right? I know it. But here's the thing, is that this is constitutional rights waiver. My dad handles my lawyer. I'm not going to take a court-appointed lawyer. My dad handles my lawyer. I would not be calling my lawyer. So my dad is the first person who I call, if that makes sense. I've never been in a situation like this where somebody's in the hospital. I've never been in this kind of situation. That's why, I don't want to do anything wrong. you know?
I mean, it's your decision at the end of the day. But if
What
you
happens if not?
if not, then that's it. We don't talk about what happened to him. We just have to take.
Then you go home.
details
So just
from
hush,
people next
because you're
door,
not under arrest right now.
previous situations.
So you
and
leave.
Try and narrow it down to what happened today.
We get a much better picture, a much better idea coming from you who was there today than us trying to piece it together
From other people as well.
Well, that's your job. So
There's no better story to
That
get
sucks.
than yours, Jose. So which is why we prepare from you. But you know, like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's getting your story. You know, you were there. You know, you were. So
My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. Either way, he's in the hospital.
Jack is a homicide.
Yeah. So I don't
That's
know.
like the Dexter vibe. All
I
of those
believe they
things are
explained
like.
to you on scene. It's Sunday, so Sunday domestic violence scenes don't work. So we handle their calls anytime we get into the domestic violence. We handle it for them, and so that's what we were raised.
I don't think
Can
so.
I go and come back?
No, unfortunately, no, I can't.
Yes, you can.
It's steps. You know, once we handle this, and we'll go to the next step. And
Is there a chance I'm gonna go home tonight?
I don't have a definite answer for you.
Okay, well I'll just.
So what time is it?
I need to.
8 p.m.
Say, am I under arrest? If I am free to leave, I am leaving. That is my answer. Final answer.
So let's start from the start. You guys are supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry
Mm-hmm.
and watching a Christina Randall or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time, and then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. He recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right.
But you probably yelled at him.
And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he's going to bike first.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you going to like reshare your location with me? Like, did you share it? And he said, yeah, I shared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. And, like, reshare it. And then he told, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just like something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But just like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe it'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up pinning me against the wall. And then, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, they were looking at my neck and I was like, I'm not saying like choking me like, whatever. But he had my like neck, like and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared. So yeah, I'm on the floor. And have you
But you
been?
said he was up on
And
against the
left me
wall.
up. I'm on the get my mom on the phone, and I'm just trying to really remember. I got my mom on the phone, and I remember she was standing like against the couch. Like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So this happened like over by the door, and somehow was like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just like I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God, I swear to God. It was just like I mean I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me, because I mean earlier I was having 2 other times I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm sorry, I couldn't breathe, and it's very scary. And I just think like just like this kind of thing where I was saying like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might like. Or, I mean, this is different, I think. But if he's like choking me or like pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab a knife. And I said, "Don't come anywhere closer to me." I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, "Don't come any closer." It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
Was he closer than I am?
No, just further.
So like the length of this room?
No, further than that.
Further than that? Okay.
Oh well, if I said yeah, you're right. It was more than 10 feet. Then it was definitely further than that.
Okay.
I mean, it's close, so it looks a lot smaller.
So you ninja starred
Okay.
death through
So
this
then
knife.
you were by
and I
the
got
fridge and he
scared.
was by the couch? You
And
were by
it
the
hit
fridge and
him
he was
just
by the couch?
fucking right.
Yes, I was
And then-
in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes. And then
Behind my island.
then what kind of movements did he make that he at the moment? He was gonna
Started
walk up,
running at me.
running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
Doing had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to go. To put my hand up, so I really need to like. Think.
What was he yelling at you, Courtney?
Oh. Yeah, I remember one of the things, but I don't think it's relevant.
No, go ahead. Tell me. It might be relevant. It might help me understand this a little more.
He said, "Why don't you go find one of the fucking guys in G-Wagons?" Because I had said something about that when I broke up with him like a week ago. Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him.
Uh-huh.
But it was just one of the things that you said.
While he's running at you.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you, or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever.
We're talking about, so your story is not making
So
sense.
no, not right then. I couldn't tell you exactly what you said right then.
So.
But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I was scared, and I was on the phone with my mom, and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
And mom's gonna lie for her.
So you told me
Why?
that he had you against the wall at one point.
Mom will get up on the stand and lie and say
And
she did this and she
how
did
did you
that
end up
and
in the
she
wall
was
with
this
her?
innocent. Watch.
Dummy go.
Uh-huh.
let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Like, did he like lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of like rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
He pushed you.
If I could have like been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me like, think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy or whatever. It's like write down like all this details so you don't forget. Just like write it all out clearly so that it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to like write down exactly what happened, and I haven't really even like fully thought about it. So honestly, my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. So he has you on the ground. You end up on the ground, and he has his hands over your neck. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then is he saying something to you at the time when he's on the ground on top of you? Or?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, like with the right inside, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. And then he at one point he stops, right? Sorry. And what, you get up, you go to the bedroom, or what do you do?
I get my phone from the kitchen. I got my phone from the kitchen. I called my mom. I was talking to her, and then he was following me around the apartment and acting like just like after we shouldn't be together.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long?
Almost 2 and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents do you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
A fucking lot.
One or two, or just too many to?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't touched my ankle. It's like wet blood. Like I just want to take a shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll give you a test.
I'm not trying to interrupt the.
No. You keep on.
This is absolutely the most insane shit that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would
a
be
doubt.
just insane.
What'd you say?
I think that if anybody goes through this type of situation, it would be pretty insane.
Okay. You said
Have
domestic violence.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago.
She's also been arrested.
And what happened there?
Say that.
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was necessary, but yeah.
Because you were probably beating up on him.
And then also I've been arrested for as well in Vegas in August.
Okay.
So he and I each had one.
Okay. What happened in Vegas?
We just got in an argument in the hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
and what I guess made them arrest me was that I said I had thrown a glass at him.
Oh, okay.
Like a glass of like a drink.
Okay.
Which I think until that point it was like fine, I guess. Like I didn't, whatever. But they asked like, yo, did you throw something at him? Because I guess they want to say me that you throw a drink at him, and I said, yes, I did. Because what's the point? Like I guess it's whatever. So yeah, they went up and they said, I guess they asked me about it. I said yes, and they said okay. that's DV or battery or something, not assault or something like that. And so I got arrested and I was held for 12 hours. That wasn't fun. But yeah, those are the two
Okay.
incidences for. I don't know what the
What about here
what
in
the
Miami?
incident for him was like.
About how many incidents have you guys had here in Miami since January?
What do you mean?
Like how many
incidents have you
how many
had
times
here
has the
in
police been
Miami?
called to your apartment?
God dang it,
Or
dog.
you called the police since January?
Police have been called once
Mm-hmm.
because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening suicide.
Okay.
I'm sure there are records of that or whatever. I don't know how.
Why was he threatening suicide?
I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but he was he had taken a knife. He grabbed it in front of my face, and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. And he has a history of self harm, so I was kind of just like, okay, well, let me go in there and chase him, regardless of whether or not what's going on. And I tried to open the door, and he wouldn't open the door. So I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control. So I called the cops, and he wasn't very happy with me about that. But I was really scared.
Did he say anything that he was going to do to himself, or?
And he's threatened it many, many times, but I don't remember if he did it right then.
Does he suffer from anything?
So that's what he's told me.
Yeah. And then the other time they called police?
Okay, and then this, I mean, the police were called because of us, actually because of us, twice. I mean, if I'm being correct. It was that time when I called, and then this time when it was obviously absolutely necessary.
Okay.
I was the one who called 911. Because I was literally asking him, what is our address? What is our address? Because I could not think straight. Baby, what is our address?
Today?
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it was today.
Oh.
Okay. So it was that one. But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed, not the police, but security guards from office, like young security guards.
Okay.
Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. They said, do you want us to keep him out of here? And I said, I mean, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key. Yeah. But, I mean, no. Do you want us to call the cops? No. It's fine. Like, I didn't want him to get arrested. Like, there's no reason for that. And so, whatever. So I said no. And then he, I guess he just wanted to call the police or something, because right after that he goes, well, we saw you shove him, which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator, and I didn't want him to come in. So I go, stop following me. And I did this. And we were like, I mean, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just didn't happen. So it was like he moved from
But he won't.
Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were
No, you
involved
guys had a
yesterday when
tumultuous. You guys had a rough.
And I think there was like one or two times
were.
where I don't think the police were called, but maybe security. When, well, if you're talking about police, that's definitely the only times I can remember.
Okay.
Security have been called for noise complaints, for sure.
Because of arguments, or? Oh. And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue?
I want to speed it up, but I'm afraid she talks too fast.
I mean, no, kind of ish. But,
okay. Do you mind telling us about those arguments, or no?
I don't think they're the point. I cannot remember everything, so I don't want to remember parts.
Well, no, she doesn't want to tell you about them because she's at fault for most of them.
For sure, for some of it, yeah.
99% of them are her
So,
fault.
you think you can tell us the story one more time, just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything?
Didn't you write everything down?
No, he's writing it down for me. But I
Bitch,
just
he
wanna
said,
make- I wanna make sure
tell
that
me
you can
again.
explain to us one more time the story.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can see how I am. Okay. Well, he went to go get me Subway. We wake up, broken up. I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came into town. She was in town because of it. And I told her, like, what am I saying? Anyway, she came into town because of this. She was there for about 6 days. My boyfriend was freaking squatting in my elevator, like, little room. But I didn't want to kick him out
His house.
because he said he wanted to be close to me. I'm like, okay. I eventually feel like, okay, I got this under control. You can go home. Then she goes home. That crap with the security guard who I guess just had an agenda. That happened yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? Honestly, I really don't. I can't think of it. The day before yesterday. So
Which security guard is this? Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name. I could point him out in the lineup in 1 second. So after that fact, I was like, wow, you just tried to cause a problem for no reason. I thought it was fun. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk to him. I really let him have it over the phone. Then I let him come back and spend the night, and then he explained the whole thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, he said like an idea. Yeah. He explained the whole thing, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's agree. We will never, like, touch each other again out of anger, and he will never gaslight me again. Those were the two, like, main things. And this was a very, like, late night. So the last couple days have been, he was just great. He was happy to be back in the apartment. I was happy to have him back in the apartment because I missed him. And been waking up telling me, good morning, I love you, touching me. Like, it's just, I felt very, very loved when I woke up this morning. That's why I'm so, like, heartbroken. It's just like, why? Like,
Because you
I
stabbed
should have just left the apartment. Come to think of it. Okay, so anyway, he went to go get me Subway, or he went to go get himself Subway, got me Subway. He rode his bike, or I guess, whatever, walked, something, came back, and then I was trying to look for his location, like, while he was gone. Not because
So she was either mad that he took too long,
but just, like, trying to see how far he was, because
he was on his way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So
she's mad. She was mad he
He
took too
He
long.
would change it, like, 4, I think. I don't know. And he asked me if I would change mine back, and I said something along the lines of what?
What?
Oh, I said something. I'm staring at your yellow paper because it's in front of me. I cannot read one thing, so I don't know if you think I am.
No.
Okay, so Subway thing. He comes back. I asked him about his location. He said he'll change it. Asked me about mine. I said something mean or unnecessary about, even though I wasn't anywhere, saying something like, oh, well, you wouldn't want to know, like, something like that. And he ended up getting him. And that's
Dang it.
like where it went from there. I made it to wall. I don't remember exactly where it went from there. I was on the floor. Let me go. I called my mom.
So he had you against the wall, holding by the neck, right?
Yes.
And then he let you go. You start swinging at him, and then he ends up putting you on the ground, right? And then,
oh yeah, when I was up against the wall. I mean, when he had me like this, I was just trying to get it off.
Yeah, you're trying to get it.
But it wasn't. I didn't feel.
You felt the pressure.
It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time, and it wasn't extremely hard. It was kind of just like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay. And then he put you on the ground after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said something that you don't remember what you said.
Gritting his teeth.
Okay. And then he let you go.
Yes.
Okay. And you got up, and then what happened?
I went into the kitchen. I picked up my phone from my charger to call my mom. Actually, at that point, I walked into the living room. to sit on the couch. I didn't finish before I walked in the living room. I called my mom. You could see I was calling my mom.
Okay.
That made him angry. I went in his living room, took us on the couch. He came in there and tried to get the phone out of my hand. So I went back into the kitchen. And at that point, I was sitting there and this guy grabbed the knife, which.
Did he ever get the phone out of your hands? Or?
No. He just came over to me and was trying to get it, and then we went to the kitchen. I do not think that this was. I don't know. I really don't know if this is justified at all. I actually don't know.
Well, that's what
I really don't know because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
So you
Oh shit!
Okay, yeah, I grabbed a knife.
Girl, you're saying wrong things.
Like pretty much just like don't get any close to me, and then.
I don't know if this was justified or not.
It
might not be the right thing to say there.
And I really.
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw like that?
How many times?
No. How exactly did you throw it? Like you threw it like this, or kind of like flung it at him, overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from
like this.
Okay. So from like beside your head.
It, yeah. So not like okay, like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife. The
blade.
Right, the blade. I'm not. I just for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But I mean, I thought that I would scare him. I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work. So anyway, comes at me and then I just flung it. Okay. And I was kind of just trying to fling it.
When you threw it, when you flung it, how close was he at that time?
I mean, I said 10 feet, but if this is 10 feet, it was definitely more than 10 feet.
Okay.
And I mean, if somebody goes into my apartment, they can see how far it was.
Yeah.
But I did not want it to actually, injure him.
Mm-hmm. And what did he do? What did he do after you flung the knife out? Did he walk around or did he fall right down?
Plunged an iPhone.
What happened?
He fell down.
He fell down?
Yeah.
He didn't walk around or anything like that, or still try and chase you, or what?
No, because it hit him.
Because it hit him?
You know where the knife is?
He was right here.
Okay. And what did you do after he fell?
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and like it was just like a blur. But I ran over to him and I grabbed him, and I just said, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" Like I'm like the worst person to be around. What do I do? And he said, call somebody. And I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that.
He said just call somebody. And I was like, okay, I'm on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, what do I do? And she said, call 911. I think I called 911. I actually don't remember. Mm-hmm. That's obviously the easiest thing y'all could look up. I really don't remember. Why did I end up taking it closer to the door? I don't remember. I think that he walked closer to the door because we ended up closer over there. I think, yeah, he fell down close to the couch. Yeah. There's probably blood all over that white couch. I bet you anything everywhere. We somehow ended up over like by the extra bathroom in our little like laundry closet. Yeah. And there was like he was just bleeding a lot. And I was holding him. And he said, put pressure on it. Because I'm just thinking, I was like, he kept trying to lay down. He kept trying to lay down. And it looked like he was losing. And like, oh my God forbid I fucking lose Christian. Like, I'm so okay with like us breaking up at some point or now, obviously, whatever. I don't give a shit. But God forbid anything happens to him. God forbid. So, yeah. I just like, he just kept trying to lay down. And I was like, please, fucking Christian, please don't do this. Please don't fucking do this to me. And he kept sounding like he couldn't talk or something. Like, he was just like, closing his eyes, like, wait, open your eyes. I was talking to him about his mom and his grandma. And it just felt like everybody was there. Every second was like a freaking minute. Yeah. Because I was like, he was the one who told me to put pressure. I'm just like a freaking idiot. So I'm like trying to keep him upright because he keeps trying to lay down. I'm thinking blood flow, right? Like, you don't want to lay down if you're losing blood. That's what I would think. And he's saying just put pressure on it. So I don't remember what I got, but I got something, and I just like put it on it. And I was like holding him, and he kept trying to lay down. He's a freaking big man, so I was trying to hold him up and push it into him.
Was the knife stuck on him, or somebody pulled it up?
No, and I thought about this while you guys were outside. I was thinking, why did it start bleeding so much? Because if it just like in it, I'm thinking maybe it just, I don't know, like if it was really deep or not. I don't know if it just hit him and it came out, or if he grabbed it. Because I almost got a little irritated with him when y'all were out there. Because I was like, I swear, this is freaking rule number one. If you watch Game of Thrones or anything else, you're gonna anything.
Yeah.
You have something in you. Typically, you don't pull it out, right? I mean, y'all would know better than I do. So I kind of got a little irritated because I was like, I was just assuming he pulled it out, but I don't know. Maybe it just fell out.
Okay. Do you have any other questions? Yeah. What's your weight and height?
5'8", 150.
How about Christians?
6'1", 210.
Christians, so you're a little heavier, significantly heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as your DV history, how many times have you ever put his hand on you before? How many times would take a guess in the 2 years you've been together?
Maybe like 3 times.
4 times. Besides the putting his hands around your neck, I believe it says this is the 3rd time you've done it. As far as the neck around and the hands around your neck.
No, I mean it's hit me in the head before. I don't remember when that was.
Close fist or how?
I'll just leave that out because I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head and I was discombobulated. I can't even remember when it was. It might have just been like when we were drunk, but I know it happened. So I'll just leave that out because I can't give you the exact facts. And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum.
And balloon.
He grabbed me by my hair or something. We were both drinking. But there was a bench in front of our bed. And he threw me against the bench, and I hit the bench. My head at the bench. And I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone, and he threw me into the wall in the bathroom. But, I mean, I am certainly a crazy person, too. I mean, not crazy.
Aggressive.
I'm very aggressive and just really particularly just feels like in a relationship, I guess.
And joking, how many times are you joking?
3.
Whose name is on the lease?
Mine.
Is it yours?
Yes.
Do you guys have an ID? It was kind of a message that, so you couldn't just find any IDs. Do you guys have any IDs?
Are you talking about the
apartment?
Yes, at the apartment.
Yeah.
Like where would we find his ID and yours?
Well, I saw one of the police officers with a passport, so I don't know if it was mine or his. They were looking for both of our IDs, and I told them that mine would be in a tan purse or a brown purse that was on the ground, and one of them came out of the house with a passport, so I think that it was mine. But yeah, I have a couple of forms of ID inside the apartment.
What about him? Where's his ID? Or where did he keep them?
He should have them in a bag with him.
Does he carry a wallet or like a fanny pack or anything?
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he keeps his. Well, it could be in his bag, but in there that he had on today. Because he usually doesn't leave the apartment without his ID.
Like
He had that on.
Like a side bag?
Yeah, it's like one of the off-white things. It's like a black bag with a yellow strap. Anyway, that's what he was wearing when he went to Subway. So I'm assuming it was in there. Will I be able to use the restroom?
Yeah, well, and then in a minute we're gonna get somebody to come over and escort you to the restroom.
I'll escort you too.
We gotta see if you would see him and everything, and we'll give you a better answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kid while I'm working to photograph for that.
When will I be able to talk to one of the parents?
Where is your
Because
phone?
where's your phone? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
It was inside the apartment.
Inside the apartment, like on the counter? Did you leave it on the counter or kitchen counter?
Yeah.
It was on I think the entryway table.
What's your phone look like? What type of phone is it?
It's an iPhone. I think the case has come off.
No color?
Space gray or rose gold. I honestly don't remember what color it is.
What about his?
Which iPhone do you have?
The newest.
The newest one?
Yeah. I think he has a 12.
And who do you have your
And
phone
I don't
company?
remember what color his phone is, but he has a red case.
What do you have your phone company? AT&T, T-Mobile.
Verizon. But I know my family's numbers by heart, so I could call them without.
What's your phone?
745 3582.
Okay, what's your social?
Oh, they don't want to give us her social.
When will I be able to change out of these bloody clothes?
We're
I was
gonna-
holding him while he was deleting. I mean, my toes.
While he was deleting.
We're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then
What's that?
we're gonna
That's
see if we can
poor
find
choice
something
of
for you.
words there. Closed
Find something
captioning
for me?
people.
Like, change over.
I just want to change my own clothes. I'll take a shower and change my own clothes.
Just give us a minute so we can get everything in order, and then we'll come back with you some news. Okay.
Your own clothes are at a crime scene, even though they let you go. And don't charge you with anything. After this interrogation and they let you go, that's stupid. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I don't understand.
The doctor said I took them to the Peace and Love.
He's blood loss.
Yeah. Where she answered, and I told her it was an emergency.
But they're still covered in blood.
Not so much because they ran a little bit, but I told her she's gonna wash them and she has food there. Yeah. So yeah, she sent me just sent me a picture of. They stayed there before.
Oh my God, is that what she sent you that from today?
No, that's from today. That's from the other day because you left them there.
Oh, okay, yeah. They take really good care of them. Thank you so much. You have no idea how appreciative I am of that.
You want to go to
I
the
was
bathroom?
really scared. Yes, I do. I'm just picking my nails. I have nothing else to do. Just picking my nails. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I am going to give this one a break for a moment. And I will probably now just chop it up into threes. Because I got to go run and do some things. But this is the first part of the Courtney Clenney interrogation. I don't know how they ever let her go and didn't charge her. That is beyond me. I mean, I think we all know why they did, but or we all have our suspicions on why they did. But again, it's disturbing. But she's so erratic and like she can't keep. Didn't you write it down? Listen here, bitch. He wrote it down, but he needs you to tell the story again. And he's going to ask you again. And then he's going to ask you again. I know you can't shower. All that blood. They should take samples of it. I hope they do. I hope they at least still treated her like some sort of suspect. Even though they let her go. I really do. I hope they did something right. Besides just letting her. They really just thought, oh, she just chucked the knife and it hit him. Come on now. Okay, well, join me on the next one and we will do part 2 of the Courtney Clenney interrogation. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.